wanna be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
Yeah. Pokemon! What's up, y'all?
I was about to really go. I had to see where we was gonna stop.
No, we were all there with you.
Yeah, they told me 5 seconds before we started shooting.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Jason Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shep.
I'm Nikki Blades.
Wow. What a special treat on some random shit. I DM'd this man last night.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, dog, what you doing tomorrow? What you want? Are you down to pull up? He was like, fuck it, let's go. Make some noise for Shohei Jackson Jr. Let's go.
Please.
First of all, man, I appreciate you pulling up last minute like this.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do nothing. I ain't got to get my little girl till 4, so I was like, hey, all right, I'll do it.
How old is this baby girl?
She's 7. She'll be 8 in August.
Oh.
I'm just a single black father trying to make it, bro.
Hey, look, I'm right there with
surviving.
you, bro. That's beautiful, man. That's fun. Well, yeah, I appreciate you pulling up because, this was very last minute. I randomly was like, just someone had canceled, and not that you're like,
No, you said it already. It's fine. It's cool.
But it was like, certain.
He says, I went to the bottom of the barrel.
You were the only one that responded.
Well, we've literally never really actually spoken before.
No.
I think you saw that I was following you on Twitter, and you were like, and you said what's good or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, cool.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. So then I was just scrolling through my shit, just on my feed, and I was like, let me slide this full DM, and I was like, what you want? You said, fuck it.
Yeah,
Here
just
we are.
ask.
Love it.
That's a lesson in there somewhere.
Well, shit. Let's do this. Like, I hate to just be like, hey, talk about being IceCube's son, but what was it like being IceCube's son?
I love you said, what was it like? Now that you're no longer.
I mean, it's chill. It was cool. I didn't really peep game until, maybe about 15, 16 when I really started to listen to, even a little bit before that, because so when I was in 3rd grade, I went on a tour I probably shouldn't have went on, known as the Up and Smoke tour.
Oh, man.
And yeah, it's, Warren G, my pop, Snoop Dre, Eminem at the height of his Eminem, and real big Eminem fan too.
Of course.
So I'm in 3rd grade, bro, 8 years old, going on 9. Should not be there, but. Never saw nothing too crazy, but it was then when I started to realize, who my dad is. Other than that, this is crazy to say, but I didn't really notice a difference till I started going to other people's houses to go sleep over.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, ain't no stairs in here. Which is this really mean to say, and I apologize.
Hey, where's your butler?
Bro, ain't no TV in your room. So going on the Up and Smoke tour though, I started to see really how big my dad was. And then it's just if you go back to the Up and Smoke tour, his intro is still the craziest thing ever. He would make his snow in the arena and then come out the ceiling out of a giant block of ice in a white Raider jersey.
Crazy.
And it's just something about that makes you look at your dad differently.
Yeah.
And then from there, when I was 18, he took me on tour, got me on the road, me and my older brother, Daryl, and I was on crew. I had to go to sound check, had to help build and take down the stage.
Oh, shit.
And then he'd bring us out and we did 2 records with him. Some nights he'll have us hype man the whole show with him. Oh, and I'm a tour bus baby.
That's crazy.
But other than that, he's just a regular ass dad. He liked to eat cereal at night, make me take out the trash. Normal shit.
So when did you start rapping as well? When were you let me try this out?
I had got really, going on tour kind of makes you want that. You want that energy. I feed off energy. It's got me in a lot of trouble feeding off that energy. But I just really dug being able to come up with something that makes somebody think, how did he think of that? And that's what I really got my kick out of. And then like it just got to a point where I liked rapping over beats more than I did writing songs. Like writing a song, I'd pull my hair out. If you want me to just like, hey, hop on this, I'll do that easy. And so, yeah, it just felt like work. I didn't really like love it. And then I realized that the thing that I'm looking for of how does somebody think of that is writing in general. And it was, about when I was 17, I was homeschooled from 7th grade to 11th grade because I started tripping in 6th grade.
Okay.
In public school.
You know how my daddy is.
I started
You know how many titties I just seen on the Up and Smoke tour, honey?
6th grade, it was my first time going to summer school. My parents was like, what the hell's going on? Like, what's wrong with you? What they forgot to calculate from going to elementary to middle school is women. And so like my mind was just elsewhere.
Because they start getting titties around 6th grade.
So once I hit summer school, I had a teacher in my summer school, summer school science. I had AEE all in summer school. And my teacher brought me up to the front desk and was like, what are you doing here? I was like, ugh. That didn't feel good. But it was like a compliment. And so I went into homeschooling, and I had a teacher named Hernan. Shout out to Hernan. I was a big daydreamer, really like lost in the sauce.
Word.
And he put a notebook in front of me and was like, listen, whatever you're thinking about, just write it down. And when you finish it, come back to me, please. So he'd give me like 30 minutes to an hour every day. And I ended up writing 120 page, like handwritten story. And then he asked me, you ever thought about writing scripts? And I was like, no. He was like, it never crossed your mind. Not one time. Who your dad is? Like, no. I always thought like music. And he got me my a script writing teacher, Bill Rubenstein.
Oh, shit.
And then I broke that story into a script. And then it came time to choose college. And then SC. I sent it in to SC, applied to SC, got to SC. And in the middle of my second year, my dad's like, yo, they're taking this NWA movie serious. And I was like, good, Dad, I'm happy for you. He was like, nah, like in a perfect world, I would want you to play me. So I was like, ugh. Because no disrespect, it's not a lot of good rap movies out there. So I was like, this is not going to be
You ain't like Tupac movie?
I was gonna say, you ain't seen Notorious?
Hey, Notorious was all right.
Go watch it again, bro.
Notorious not titties.
And that was the best part.
It's a CBS in the back of that Tupac movie, by the way. But so I was nervous. I was like, this is either going to be bad, or if I turn it down, people are going to call me an idiot.
Right.
Or I could try out and be bad, and that way I don't have to do it.
Right.
So I was just, my dad needed me. He never asked me for nothing.
Interesting.
So it was just like, yeah. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And he was like, you got to audition. I'm like, please make me audition. Because if I'm terrible, you can't be mad at me if I don't get it.
And you can't claim, you can't like be a Nepo baby.
Yeah. So for 2 years, I auditioned.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And my bright idea convinced him to, Dad, I should really like focus only on this. So like, I think I'm gonna leave SC.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah. It was like, only if you make it work. And so, like I said, I found that out in my second year. I auditioned for 2 years. I'm watching all my friends graduate on Instagram without me.
Damn.
And I'm like,
oh, so you were deep already.
bro, I'm like, what did I do? Like, I fucked up. Like, I ruined my life.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, I got it. And I've been trying to make it work ever since.
That's crazy. I was going to ask you if you actually had to audition for that part or not.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Like, every 3-4 months would be another one. And I would just be confused of just like, am I good or am I not good? But they keep calling me back. And then Gary Gray, he got me my acting coach, Aaron Spicer, who that dude's the dopest dude ever. He finds out a way to make everything so relatable for you to just be able to pull on, pull to in whatever situation. And after a while, Aaron was just like, you can't keep coming here every week, bro. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Whatever they throw at us, that's just it. And we had a screen test, which is basically they get some guys playing easy, some guys playing Dre, some guys playing Cube, see who got the chemistry, see what looks good on camera, and then they're going to pick you. And I remember going to this building in like downtown, and I walk in nervous, and I see a Jerry curl. Seems like a normal thing to see in this situation. Yeah. And I walk up to the dude, and I'm like, hey, you going for easy? He was like, no, I'm going for Cube. Pardon? Like, what do you mean? What you mean? Why are you here? Yeah. I'm thinking like they're gonna bring us in separate. They got us all in a room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm like,
you look at everybody.
So I'm in that bitch frowning every time, everything. I'm looking at everything.
They're like, that's what we wanted.
Yeah. So I kept a frown
about this one.
I'm going up to them. How you doing? I'm O'Shea Jackson Jr. Like really trying to mess with their head. And there was one Easy E, Jason Dick. And that's my boy. He's still my boy to this day. And then Corey Hawkins played Dre. Yeah. He was like, that's it, bro. We the ones.
That man, it was such a great cast, such a great movie. Yeah. Such a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. That movie, and I don't even know how true this part of the movie is, where Cube is writing Friday by himself. I've been struggling to write this movie script for years. And it's like, that part is like, man, if IceCube could write Friday by himself, I could write this fucking movie by myself.
We're not going to act like DJ Pooh don't exist.
Dude, there was so much. They completely cut out the fact that my dad went to college. There's a lot. It's just hard to get however many years, 10, 15 years into, 2-hour movie.
I get it.
So, there have to be, you got to trim the fat a little bit.
Yeah.
But, that's all.
I'm living by the dream of it. I'm like, Cube wrote this shit in his room by himself. I can do that shit.
Yeah.
So no, actually, he wrote it.
On that
desk. Oh, man. Well, that's dope. I didn't know you were that deep. What were you studying at USC?
I was at the School of Cinematic Arts. You have to apply to SC first, get accepted in the SC, and then you apply to like Annenberg or like, just your whatever major is. It's called different things for different stuff. And School of Cinematic Arts, screenwriting division. That was my major, screenwriting. So I was just in there. First of all, what I loved about SC is it taught me the difference between a popcorn movie and like cinema, like one of them. And it just gave me a different appreciation for things like Sunset Boulevard, Raging Bull, and just like really have me look at things differently. The only acting classes I ever had, 6th grade drama, 12th grade drama, and it was an acting course at SC. Shout out to Professor Bofshever. What a guy.
What a name.
He was the dad in The Jersey. You remember that show, The Jersey?
No.
It's a Disney show where this dude's grandpa leaves him a magical jersey.
Hilarious.
And when he put it on, he becomes like actual athletes. So it was like Lisa Leslie did an episode.
Oh, wow.
Tim Brown did the first episode, I believe. And he like goes into their body and becomes them during a game. Real good show. I'm going to bring it back.
Wow.
So you always wanted to do the entertainment thing? It was always like...
Yeah, I was going to play for the Lakers till I was about 17. So this was playing.
People ever give you shit for being IceCube's son?
Yeah, but what they going to do?
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Like
Valid.
The Nepo baby thing makes me laugh because like, you goddamn right. you right I am. Yeah. Absolutely. There's no way you gonna make me feel bad. Like the math don't add up.
Right. Yeah.
This motherfucker had a good life. Oh, your dad loved you. Like there's these bullets are real, bro. So I just be like, absolutely.
I had a personal grudge with you for a minute.
Hey, go ahead,
because when I heard about the NWA movie, I was like, I would like to play IceCube. Maybe I'll audition. And then word started floating around that Lil Easy was gonna play Easy. I was like, Oh, they want people that look like them? All right, well, I mean, he looked like him because that's his son. I don't know. You existed. And then somebody said, oh, yeah, and they looking at IceCube stuff. I was like, what? Man, I can't compete with that. He look just like this motherfucker.
Hey, man, I'm frowning all through that movie. All day, everything. But yeah, it was a weird situation because it's like hella people auditioning for that. And at the time, I'm 23 when I like get it, 24 when we start. But yeah, I had to look 16, 17. So they put me on this terrible training regimen. And I lost 15 pounds, 23 days.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like miserable.
Yeah.
But I got the part.
Yeah.
Do you have the email with that training regimen? You forward it to me.
I still got the.
The next time we see Rick.
Bro.
I got a jerry curl.
Hey, bring it back, bro. Bring it back. With some glasses, that thing worked.
I mean, I love to hear about a positive Nepo baby experience because, I'm not
All
famous.
day.
But like, I always look at my daughter, right, or my kids, and I'm like, man, when you go on talking about your story and shit, it's always like, I was broke. That's why I was so motivated. And I look at my daughter, I'm like, should I like tell her we're kind of broke to give her some drive,
character,
to give her something, like develop the story a little bit.
Start taking away some toys. Like, my dad was so mean to me growing up. Our nanny wasn't always around.
Guess what? The nanny had to pick up another job at one point.
And I was just left with two parents.
Y'all don't know how easy y'all got it.
Y'all got 4, 5.
One child.
Yeah, bro. I'm still trying to read the manual. Don't you put that on me.
Hey, well, look, they will say that 1 baby is an accessory and 2 is a lifestyle choice.
Yeah. See, I got an older brother and he just gave me a nephew. Good looking out there. Because now she got a little cousin.
Yeah.
And then he got another one on the way. So I'm
Chilling.
I'm big chilling right now.
I tell you this, it's like you think you're tired with 1 and then you have 2 and then you yearn for the days of the 1.
Oh, this is tired.
Exhausted, fatigue.
You chilling, but you say you're a single dad.
Yeah, bro. Me and her mother, I've known her since I was 15. So like it's somebody that I trust. We've been working the co-parenting thing out. In the beginning, it's rough, everybody. But when you reach that stride, I couldn't ask for a better person to be her mom.
For sure. Yeah. Your daughter trying to rap or?
She was shooting dice the other day. I thought that was weird. Jordan is by the way, it's actually Kobe Jordan. But Jordan, she's a star. As soon as you just like get her out the shell, she just takes off, but she needs a moment to kind of feel the vibe. She's a Leo. I don't know what that means quite yet. I'm still learning that.
I say that too, yeah.
Pisces all day.
Gang.
Yo, okay, so check this out. Let me tell you something. This is so funny because you said something earlier about, when you said daydreaming.
I know, I was like this. He's one of us.
On some funny shit. I was about to be like, are you a Pisces?
Yeah, I had it in. It was like this. He's what? We looked at each other and said, he wrote it all down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, hey, man, look, I also pretend to do I don't believe too much in this shit, but I know a little bit about this shit.
Pisces all day.
We all Pisces over here.
We are.
Bro.
Yeah.
Daydreamers, sensitive. Wow.
Think about stuff.
I'm a thinker. Okay.
Not gonna lie, I've been debating getting my daughter in the booth because she's 4.
Okay.
But she's showing signs because at an early age, I started doing shit like I'll hit the cadence, you know what I'm saying? Of like, oh, okay. That's a tall guy. Oh, okay, let's go to let's all fly. I'll do that right? And the other day, bro, we were watching Tangled. And she said something, and it was something about like a tall palace, right? I was like, oh yeah, baby, she's in a tall palace, right? And she mumbled something, mall salad. I was like, did you just say mall salad for tall palace? I was Veda. This. Oh, do we need to get you in the studio?
Listen,
And have you been to a mall?
When did you ever have a salad?
Yeah, mall
You
salad.
eat nothing but chicken nuggets. What do you mean?
But yeah, dude, I mean, if you start them early at anything, especially if you do it fun like that, that's going to develop into something. My daughter, she's very athletic. She's got big feet, like a Disney character. You know, like she has my feet. I be looking at them like, damn, she gonna be tall. You know, I like that. She gonna be the big cousin. But then she's super athletic. Like she's like strong as hell. Like she has like the monkey bars outside in the backyard and stuff, and she be hitting that like easy. Like when as a kid, I was not doing it.
Yeah.
You're like, let me go write something.
And she be like jumping off stuff, making me nervous. You gonna get hurt. Get hurt on your mama watch. Not at daddy house, please. And I'm big into wrestling. Like I'm big into wrestling. I
Like
got
WWE.
Yeah, WWE, AEW, all of it. I got a wrestling podcast, so she watches me. Like I gotta watch wrestling all the time.
Oh shit!
You know?
Okay, word.
And when she was like 4 or 5, me and her aunt, my little sister Karima, we were watching some old school WWE, and she saw her first match that she saw. She was about 2 or 3. That was the old school WWE. When she was about 4 or 5, we were watching more modern stuff, and she saw the ladies wrestle.
Okay.
And she was looking for a long time. And Jordan is here, there, and everywhere. But she was looking for a long time. She said, Daddy, I want to do that. I said, you fucking serious? Like, we can do this right now. And so
You got her outfit, you're like, I've been waiting for this.
she got behind the curtain in the living room. I played music. She came out, got on her little karaoke machine, started talking, 4 or 5-year-old trash to the crowd. She beat up her auntie for about half an hour. I was the ref. I was called a fair.
You're a poop head, buddy. You color outside the lines.
But yeah, man. So I don't know what she want to do. Just whatever she, decides. I just got to be supportive, man. Because I got a girl. I don't know what the hell she be talking about sometimes. I never listened to Sabrina Carpenter or Rodrigo. Found out that they low key dissing each other.
Really?
It's like juicy, bro. It's crazy. It's wild out there.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
This is from I learned everything from a 7-year-old. So like,
Interesting.
Yeah.
I hope they make diss tracks.
Yeah. I mean,
Pop girl diss tracks? That'd be fire.
I mean, I know Olivia Rodrigo. She's part Filipino, some type of Asian, so I should ride with her. But then Sabrina Carpenter's little, so I feel like I should also ride with her.
she's
I don't
portable.
know. Yeah, portable.
Yeah, portable.
Yeah. I hit my daughter with the occasional rock bottom. That's all her knowledge of it.
You have to. Yeah, I need my little girl to be a little rough. A little bit.
I feel it.
Watch your back. Because I don't know lady war. I know man war at school. Man war is very simple. Like stepping on shoes, pushing, fighting. Lady war is like psychological. And I can't help her with that. So she got to be able to defend on her own. And
they call you names, you beat them up, baby.
I was like, then you're in the principal's office going,
listen.
did
She told your crush you like him, beat her up.
Right. The rule is never throw the first punch.
Yeah.
Never throw the first punch.
Absolutely. But she got a homegirl at school, Julia, I rock with you. You a real one, Julia. So shout out to Julia.
That's
Oh
crazy.
no, they're about to tag team.
Shout out to Julia,
They're about
man.
to
Julia
tag
hard.
team.
7 is like what, first grade?
Second. She'll be 8 in August, so she a little bit, into the next year.
Dang.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
that's crazy, man. How's that being? Does she know of like just what you do and what her grandpa does? Well, Grandpa IceCube is crazy.
That's
Yeah,
so
it was
crazy.
wild. She hear about it. Like I'll randomly be on TV, like if we scrolling, and she'll look. And that's about as much as I get, a little
big
smile. But she went to go see Wicked. She went to go see Wicked. And the Den of Thieves 2 poster was in the theater. And she was like, Took a picture next to it. I damn near cried. I was like, yeah, I'll be out here.
She pops a little something.
But she can't see none of my movies yet. It's hard to be like, let's watch Cocaine Bear.
See, it's so interesting because Veda now, she's beginning to notice people when they come up to me, right? So I'll take a picture with somebody. She's like, "Daddy, who's that? Is that your friend?" I'm like, "Yeah, baby, that's just that's Daddy's friend or whatever." You know what I'm saying? And who's that? I'm like, I don't know his name, but that's Daddy's friend though. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's whatever. And then because of YouTube, right? And because I'm just like, she likes to watch the vlogs of just me playing with the babies. She doesn't understand. Like say we're watching YouTube and then like a clip of Wild 'N Out will pop up. She'll just be like, oh, that's just one of Daddy's videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She doesn't understand yet what exactly is it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna let her know. As soon as she turns 5, Daddy's famous.
Is that your friend?
Absolutely.
No. I'm better than other people.
Baby,
He doesn't want to be in pictures with me because I'm better.
Yes. Those are called fans, baby. They're called fans. You have them too. She does. Right? She does.
Those are
Veda has
fans.
some little
These
fans.
ones, those are groupies. Don't tell mommy about those. Those are Daddy's friends too, okay?
Mommy, Daddy's always around the groupies, he called them.
That's right.
The
The
groupies.
If their hair goes past their shoulder, this never happened, baby girl.
It's just aunties.
That's so wildly specific. That's amazing.
Tell a group with a finger wave come by. It's like, okay, look. Check it out.
That's
So
funny.
dumb.
That's funny.
Do you still make music?
I make beats.
Oh, word.
Yeah, because the Hollywood, and they'll never admit it. Hollywood typecast rappers, dude. They just, once they see you in that music side, that music persona, it's hard for them to get away from that. I've said a few times that a lot of my dad's roles that they give him is because they scared of him. You know, all right, you know who I think could like yell at our main character? IceCube. But like the wholesome stuff, you know, the barbershops, Fridays, the stuff that's got more layers to the character, he's had his hand in writing. Yeah. Because only you know yourself better than anybody.
Word.
And that's the guy I know. That's the dude that I know and that other people don't. And, you know, they're never gonna want to see Superman throw $100 bills at a girl in the club. They're just not gonna like see you in that light. I mean, they're not gonna let Lil Wayne play a doctor. I'm sure he'd be an excellent doctor somewhere. It's just not.
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, we could have used better examples.
No, man, Lil Wayne giving you a prescription.
A prescription,
right, bro. That seems like a trustable doctor. Shout out Lil Wayne. We're gonna be listening to the car later tonight.
Sip this.
Lil Wayne, you can play a doctor, man. You play whatever you want.
Do whatever you want, Lil Wayne. You the greatest.
That is
Because
true.
you, as just being a rapper, they're going to hold you accountable to everything you say, anything you get involved in. You got to be outside too much to be a rapper. Except, you know, I guess Kendrick shows you that you don't have to be outside at all. But you just don't. I just had to make a decision. And in my mind, where my family's name is in music, never getting past that. Never going to get past that. In film, I can take us somewhere that we've never been before. And once I made that the goal, it really became so much more fun. I found a way to make film competitive in my mind, because when I was a kid, I see my dad get nominated for the MTV Movie Awards and shit. And I wanted that popcorn so bad. And we never got it. Adam Sandler, you got like 2 of ours, bro.
Your days are numbered.
Yeah, but I never got it. And then Straight Outta Compton came out, and it just happened to fall on the 25th anniversary of the MTV Movie Awards. And so the popcorn was black and gold. Straight Outta Compton got nominated, and that popcorn I had been waiting for that whole time had my name on it.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, all right, this is what we got to do. Every trophy that they never gave them, I got to go get it, bro. I got to go get it. and just sent it to my mom. So her case looks amazing, but I got to go get those, man.
Wait, did y'all win the popcorn?
Absolutely, bro.
Oh, fire.
Come on, dog.
Amazing.
Straight out of Compton, baby.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
But didn't get invited to the Oscars though. But anyway, but yeah. So that has been the goal. You know, just take us as far. Take the Jackson name to new heights in film. So far, been doing pretty good. I'm in Godzilla and Star Wars, and I don't die.
Fire.
Hell yeah.
That's solid.
Not dying.
Solid. I don't die. I don't like dying. I don't like the idea.
Look at you breaking stereotypes.
I just don't like it, bro. Like if I die, I gotta like be the cry death. Like, I gotta have people
super
in the
dramatic.
theater, like,
They loved him.
Yeah, they loved him.
They loved him. He will be missed.
Yeah, or I gotta save everybody. But yeah.
Is there anything that you won't do on camera? Don't giggle.
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
You gotta read that script and like when my agents, when they send me something, they've always read it before they sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't do nothing crazy, right? Because they know what Shay's crazy is. I'm like, no, you good. Chilling, big chilling. And you know, I'm very approachable, very I'm easy to work with as far as directors go, because I know like everybody there, just going to film school, I had an appreciation of what everybody got to do. And so like, I'm not there to cause no waves, but I am there to protect me, because at the end of the day, they can write whatever they want to write.
Mm-hmm.
They can, you know, give you whatever direction they want to give you. When that shit hit theaters and it's not good, not one person thinks, who is the writer on this?
Right.
They
Yeah.
just think, yo, O'Shea did this whack ass movie. And so you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect yourself because it's gonna be there forever.
I feel that. You know, I tell my agent, look, I just be like, look, no accent, no Asian accent. No little dick jokes unless it is like unless it makes sense. All right. If you send me some Martin Scorsese, Leo DiCaprio shit, okay, let him throw a little dick joke at me. All right.
The opportunity.
The opportunity, right? Now, granted, I've been in a few shitty movies, but it's not shit y'all ever seen.
Stepping stones, baby, stepping stones.
Yeah.
I make sure my shitty movies are real shitty.
Right.
Don't nobody see that shit.
They might be on YouTube for like $3.99. But I already told you they were shitty, so I warned you.
Right.
Paywall.
That YouTube wave, bro. Like when I think about what I watched, outside of wrestling, I'm on YouTube every day. It's the greatest website in the world, man. It's just like the best. I could look up how to do anything.
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 Isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
I'm like, yeah, how do I pop the hood on my...
Somebody already thought of that for you. Like, love YouTube, man.
Oh, 30K views. I'm not stupid. Thank God.
There's a little sigh of relief, right? When you look something up, you're like, so nobody else knew how to say air fryer?
Right.
Oh, it's just me.
I know. Me and this dude that uploaded it.
But I'm thankful.
There's no way all y'all know how to boil eggs. There's no way.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Google, the timing on Google is off.
That is funny.
No, that's facts. Literally just the other day with Chia's car, my wife's car, I could not figure out how to pop the fucking hood, dog, to check the shit. And I looked it up and all the comments. Someone was like, I'm trying to sell this car. And I couldn't figure out. Thank you for this YouTube video.
Tim's in the comment section responding back to people.
Thank you.
And once you got it open, you're like, okay, now I have to check what's under
In part number 2.
Which one is the engine?
Yeah. Pay $10 and I'll tell you the rest. YouTube is a blessing. I owe my life to YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just me coming up, trying to get in there, and then found YouTube.
Sorry, I have a question.
I got an answer.
You love wrestling. Where does that stem from?
Being a little brother, getting fake beat up, but being a little brother, you kind of just tag along to whatever the older brother's doing. And I'm a big video game, anime, wrestling. Like that's where I spend most of my time when I'm not acting. And Sega Genesis game, WWF Raw, me and my older brother, me getting my ass kicked until he's like, okay, we could team up. And then him being like, these are real people. And so we could watch them. And then from there, now I'm watching Raw and then eventually watching SmackDown and just catching it in the beginning. But then when I got about 8, 9, I started to watch it every week, and it just became like the best soap opera in the world. Yeah. And, the older I got, you start to recognize what you're seeing, what you're watching. At the end of the day, like they're punching each other and not one black eye has appeared. And so when you start to really understand what you're looking at, you find new ways to appreciate it. Like they have to, as an actor, number one, I get cut. I get redos. It's not going to be in the movie until it's perfect.
Right.
They have to do what I do live in front of thousands. And you might break your leg.
Yeah.
And it's a new show every week.
Yeah, you have to add to your character every week.
Yeah, I think that's fact. I love that as it's evolved over the years, right? Because I was in junior high during what they would call like the golden age, DX, The Rock, Stone Cold, right? The Attitude Era. That was me in junior high, right? So I love that over time it's evolved into, yes, we acknowledge that, okay, yeah, this shit it's scripted, but it's also like, as a result, the fans now appreciate the show and what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I that aspect of it is lit to the point where, Rick sent me some shit where it was like, apply to be a writer for the WWE and come up with storylines. I'm like, I love that they
Prince Jr. He was a writer for a long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You start to appreciate, like, if you could make me believe, if you could blur those lines, that's when it's like, ooh, he's cooking right now. That's what it's really popping. And, I love when I'm going off on Twitter, and by the way, if you haven't seen my Twitter, I'm quite aggressive and I apologize. But when I'm going off on Twitter and somebody got the nerve to be like, it's not real, right? And I was like, yeah, nigga. And Iron Man never been to space. Like Robert Downey Jr. didn't save the world either. Like, it's like you can suspend your belief for that. I'm doing the exact same thing over here, but I might really see them break a leg.
Right.
There's that risk, and you just have to appreciate them going out there, and they don't know what's going to stick, and it's. They're on the road all the time. And like I said, I'm a tour bus baby, so I know what those families are probably going through. And you just start to have a different type of respect. And then when they in they bag, it's the best feeling in the world. Like when you there live, had a couple. And you get in it, like you start to really get in it. There's nothing like that feeling, man. Nothing in the world. I'm about to go see them Saturday.
Oh, word? Are they in town?
Yeah, they're in LA Saturday.
WrestleMania was on Easter this year, right? Or what was that? Yeah.
Because they put Easter on 4/20. How crazy is that?
Because we were all in the garage watching it. My brother's into it. I mean, I grew up watching it as well. But this was the first year that women's match. I was watching. I said, oh, yeah. I was like this. Should I? I put it on Instagram. I said, I'll jump off of some shit. I think I got a chance.
I'll jump off of some shit. It's so funny.
I was watching it, and it had been a minute from when we used to watch it growing up. But I was watching the match, and my brother was giving me the play-by-play on everybody's background stories. And, you really got to be up to date on what's happening. Who hates who is this person? Whatever's going on. My brother's giving me the play-by-play, and I was like, okay, bet. I put it on Instagram. A friend of mine was like, they hold auditions, right? And training camps. He was like, I can make a phone call. I said, whoa.
I was about to tell you same shit. It's a bunch of them that like they'll see me into it and they be like, so what you
right? I was like, I got the last name, and I still could wear the outfits.
I mean,
it's like it's the best.
You might have to take your shit down a little bit.
Nah, we're pushing them up. I saw the we're pushing them up,
bring back
not
the
down.
evening
We up. My storyline is some random shit.
Oh man,
that's fine. I mean, look, come to think of it, the storylines during that Attitude Era were crazy. Yeah, if you think about like. I remember specifically fucking Val Venus had got somebody pregnant.
Oh my God.
But then she had a little baby bump and shit, and someone pushed her off the ring and shit. My baby!
Yeah, like we watching like.
But But then the next week, Valvinus was like, I had a vasectomy. This was never my baby. Like, you know, this shit they were talking about. We was like 12 years old. I was like, oh, shit.
What?
Yeah, on my podcast, we got a segment. We got to add to it, but it just happened in one random week. It was just like, wasn't that weird? Like that's the name of the segment, and we just think about like random things we saw in wrestling that like went nowhere. Like Vince McMahon definitely blew up in his limousine,
Yes.
and there was a crisis that happened the next week, so he had to like come back and talk on the TV. But they never brought that shit up again. And like a couple of, I think during 2020, they definitely threw Rey Mysterio off a roof. And we just never talked about the attempted murder. And there was another time where he like lost his eye. Now he's just fine. Like it's just certain things in wrestling. Yeah, he found it.
It's the best.
Put it on ice. Yeah. Love wrestling.
Y'all should make some skits. The untold stories.
Yeah. Oh man.
Where'd the eye come from?
Where's the eye, bro?
Where'd the eye come from?
Yeah, that's not a Rey Mysterio. That's a clone.
Right?
It's a clone, man.
I have a sketch idea written down where it's like a WWE wrestler at home and he's talking shit to his wife like, you better fucking clean this up. Clean this up, brother, before I fucking wrap these 16 pythons.
Well, bro, you gotta leave work at home. You gotta leave work. Don't bring work home.
Well, shit, you ever thought about really getting in there?
Listen, for Den of Thieves 3, oh man, Den of Thieves 3, I have to get my R&B body.
Okay.
Start thirst trapping around here.
Okay, let's go.
But after that, yeah, for sure. I have to one time, just for the little kid version of me.
Yeah.
There's so many things that I've had happen to me that I wasn't expecting. Like if I could go back in time and talk to the little kid version of me playing with Godzilla toys, and I'm like, yo, you're going to get to be in Godzilla, I'd blow up on the spot. Or like the fact that, watching Star Wars with my brother and my grandma and just being like, bro, not only are you going to be in Star Wars, but you're going to save Obi-Wan Kenobi in the show.
Whoa, spoiler alert.
Hey, bro, listen, it's been long enough. But, so it's just one of those things that like I've been watching and supporting for so long. But the thing is, if I do, I don't want a celebrity spot. I don't want to get in there, do some
You're not trying to Bad Bunny?
Little match. No, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny killed it.
Bad Bunny go hard. Bad Bunny and Logan Paul go hard. So I just got to top that.
That's crazy.
I have to do something.
That's hard.
That my wrestling community, not the IWC because you guys are idiots, but the fans will be like, nah, he did that shit.
Would you want to change your name?
I'd have to. Like if I'm, because there's a couple of indie promotions that I want to hit before I even try going to WWE and being like, let's do a spot. And I can't be me and like get the same type of shtick. So I'm gonna have to figure that out some kind of way. But yeah, I'm gonna go hard, and my mother is not gonna like that. she's always just like, don't you do this? And I'm like, listen,
you're standing on the rope. Sorry, Mom.
I gotta do my
Sorry, Mom.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly on this.
That's your wrestling name, Dr. Peacock.
Shout to Peacock, by the way.
Yeah, huge ass tail.
Jesus.
Have y'all seen that dude? He keeps popping up in my algorithm. The one that yells at the little babies till they cry.
No.
What the hell is wrong with your algorithm?
It's a fucking my algorithm's crazy. First of all,
it's big booties.
Look, it's big booties. 9/11 jokes. And this dude. So he comes out.
So God choke him right there.
His whole shtick. Yeah. He finds the fucking little ass babies in the crowd. And like he does this. First of all, he'll go flip out the little babies. Or it'll be like a little 2-year-old and he'll go, no. What? And then they start bawling, crying. And he does his shit.
And the worst part is the kids are fans. So they're like trying to, he just is a fucking dick to them.
Yeah.
I can't figure out if at this point it's like, all right, we got to have a kid in the crowd so we can do this. No. Or if it's real
just
little
scarring kids.
Wow.
And they're there to have a good, all right, hold on. Because last year at the Dodgers game, by the way, go Dodgers. But last year it was, and this is so crazy. The irony in this story is so insane. But it's Japanese Heritage Night. All right, Dodger Stadium. Shohei Ohtani, the man, comes up, cracks a home run on Japanese Heritage Night. It's crazy right now. The ball hits a poor young Asian kid directly in the face.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, can you imagine being a young black child going to go see Jackie Robinson?
Jackie, fuck you up.
And you are just excited as excited can be. You go see Jackie Robinson on Juneteenth.
Oh,
And
God.
he crack a home run. Slaps you in the head. I would hate Jackie Robinson forever.
Because you can't catch.
First of all, every adult around the kid couldn't catch. Poor child. I hope you're okay, man.
And it was fucking sushi night. He had a fucking hand roll. He was in the middle of biting a hand roll. That shit got knocked out.
Damn, the irony of
Wasabi up his nose.
Of all people in the stadium, a poor kid.
One Asian kid.
Japanese Heritage
I got
Night.
the video, man.
It was his Make-A-Wish.
I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry, God.
He said, I gave you that one. You're welcome.
Sorry, God.
Oh my God.
Well, shit, man. You got anything you want to plug or promote before you get out of here?
The No Contest Wrestling Podcast, NCW. We are available on the Rich Eisen Show's YouTube channel because I'm partnered with Rich Eisen. Shout out to Rich. Shout out to my tag team partner, TJ Jefferson, the best co-host in the world. But yeah, man, we do episodes every Monday on Twitter, on Instagram, at O'Shea Jackson Jr. I'm easy to find. If you need problems, just knock on the door. I will answer. And then go Lakers. If my daughter's watching this, the best Disney princess of all time to this day, I don't care what you say, is Fa Mulan, because Fa Mulan went to war. All right? She didn't just wait for somebody to save her. She went to war. Her dad was like ill. They tried to send him. He said, Dad, chill.
Mm-hmm.
She laced him up, taped him up, and went to war.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Look,
respect.
Tiana cool too.
Cool, bro. Like, I get where everybody think I'm gonna go, but like Fa Mulan wasn't a Disney princess. She was a Disney hero.
Disney Warrior. Look, I've been trying to get the Mulan in there. My daughter likes all these little blonde hair white bitches. Frozen, tangled.
Damn you, California.
Yeah. But we getting in there, okay? We're getting in
Bro,
there.
she went to war.
She likes Raya. She been watching Raya. So
Yeah,
we
Raya's
gotta be out
hard
there.
too. But like, first of all, Mulan, her sidekick was Eddie Murphy, and she basically introduced us to Christina Aguilera.
I mean,
Wow.
Well, like, come on, dog. Come on, bro.
true. Let's go.
Valid
Go.
points.
Go.
We out there.
We out there, baby.
I feel like it's a
I
win.
feel you.
Oh, yeah, somehow. You know, I mean, you brought it right back to the white bitches, but, you know.
She's
Latin.
Latina.
Yeah, okay.
She's
something like that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, appreciate you for coming on, man. Making it on Shea Jackson Jr. Thank you so much. Fire episode, and thank you for pulling up last minute, man. It's beautiful. Thank y'all for watching No Chaser podcast one more time. Of course, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. We got a live show in San Francisco.
SF.
August ticket
Bay
link
Area.
down below, and we love you. Bye.
One Piece is real.
Oh wait, I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blades.
One Piece is real.
The One
Bye.
Piece is real.